ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your Farming Simulator 15 map spotlight, where this time we've gone to Texas, back in the USA. This is the region of Texas map, and yeah, it's got some big fields. Not a lot, but some big fields. We're up here at the shop because I've just bought the Driftmobile, and you can see there's not really a whole lot on this map. It's pretty flat. There's this is the way out. I was heading the wrong way entirely. It's pretty flat. Well, not a whole lot to see, but I'm guessing this is kind of a reasonable representation of Texas. So, is this the way I want to go? Yes. So let's go have a look around the map and see what's in it. It does seem to be a bigger map once again, so it won't be a very detailed map spotlight. What trees are in it? 2015 spec, nice to see that. Small bit of lag because I forgot to close Sony Vegas, but it's not too bad, I can deal with that. There's a whole lot of trees around the map, so if you want to do forestry, number one, you're going to need a chainsaw because the Scorpion King will not work on those trees. And number two, you gotta have a lot of patience. There's a few fir trees down there if you want to just use the Scorpion King. So yeah, here is the BGA. I've got a message on something which I'll look at later on. Hopefully I don't get another message during this video. So let's have a look around the BGA. It looks to be 4-clamp, very base. Yeah, it's just a standard BGA. Very quickly, I will tell you guys about the log file while I'm driving down to the absolute massive things down at the bottom. I'm going to go there. I'm going to tell you about the log file when I'm driving down there. I'm not going to bring it up in Logovision because I have a habit of forgetting to take Logovision off. Yes, there are random patches of grass on the road as well. I've spotted that in some fields as well, which is a bit strange. I'll show you that when we get to the starter vehicles, because one is parked conveniently at a spot where that happens. The log file has 2 errors, both Lua call stack failures. Well, Lua out of range call stacks more precisely, and I don't know what's up with me today, but I got a big frog in my throat. Yeah, it looks like animal husbandry has failed. Now what that means, what I think it means anyway, is that you can't feed the animals. I'm not going to test that, but I will warn you that if you download this map, there is a distinct chance that you may not be able to feed your animals. So here is the shop. Okay, it would be nice if it told you what could be sold here. Here is a tip point, which is either the freight yard, the grain elevator, the shipping office, or the windmill. I'm guessing this is the freight office. And this over here... What are they again? This one here is probably the grain elevator. I think. The windmill's obviously out there. And the freight yard, yeah. So what they've gone and done here, what the map maker's done, is he's taken all the he or she has taken all the sell points directly out of Bjornholm, I believe, and just popped them in here in a random order. That strikes me as being just a bit lazy, because, well, number one, they haven't really come up with a map design, and number two, it just looks messy with them all being in an enclosed area. Here's what I was talking about, just random grass on a field for no real reason and with no explanation. I don't know if you'll have to plough the fields to get that off. I will probably play this map because I do like big American style maps, so I may do an update in the LP at some stage, or I might just add a note to this video if I've had a bit of a play around on here before it goes out, which I doubt, because I'm running a bit late with recordings at the moment. Yeah, this is a huge map. This is a really good map for multiplayer, because it starts off with a decent amount of equipment that I would say is roughly good with the size of the map. You'll see it in a little while. Here is a completely arbitrary forestry zone. Apparently... what? Apparently the freight chart is in this field, which it's not. So the freight chart is back in that mess of things as well. The farm is up here, so as you can see, it's quite big fields, but a bit sloppy in terms of design. I mean, it seems like a very lazily designed map. I mean, it's all square fields, not really a massive amount of detail. There's almost nothing by the sides of the roads. Very kind of a monolithic map, I suppose, is the best way to describe it. And it just kind of, it smells of shortcuts and just being a bit sloppy and shoddily made in a way. Oh, good lord. So here's your chicken pen over here, so the chickens probably work. And here's where you buy all the fields. Let's have a look at field 6. It seems a bit cheap actually. So you're going to need a few 100,000 to buy any field, but you do start off at 2, 11, 14. What's this? Did you really put the straw and hay sell point up here? Are these real bales also? These are in fact real bales by the looks of things. So you got some bales to start, I think, unless he's just put the model in game and made it solid. You get some bales. What's this? Oh, this is nice. I know what this is. This is it's kind of dual purpose from what I can see. You can use this as round bale storage if you want to have your round bales on display, or you can use it as equipment storage. You can actually put your equipment up on these little racks and hopefully it'll stay there. Grain store is right there, as you can see, the silo and the pad beside it. They haven't done the cool trick where they can turn the silo around so it's all in one unit, but I suppose that's a nice little trick somebody found out and nobody else has really used yet. So potatoes, sugar beets and wood chip storage. I saw 3 things coming out. 3 conveyor belts. Yes. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So what's happened here is they put wood chip storage in, but forgot to cut a hole in the back of the model. So it looks a bit shabby. That's kind of trippy. I don't know if you can see this, but as I turn, the little particles of wood chips are also turning. So if I go down here and move, it looks like dancing wood chips. Oh my god, that's... oh, no, 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 I don't like that. Does the same thing happen here? Oh, it does! I don't know if this happened in 2013, but that's kind of trippy. Do the potatoes do the same thing? Yes, yes they do. Oh, that's... it's not as pronounced as with the wood chips, but they certainly do move depending on where you're standing. Random pile of rocks. Okay. Random red thing. So let's have a look at the starter vehicles. I was kind of holding off on this for a bit. You get New Holland TC5. The size of this field, I would nearly say it's a bit small, but it is a good starter vehicle. It introduces a challenge It's not a case of, oh well, we've given you a big field, so here have the biggest combine. The field is not fertilized, I think. Oh no, it is. My apologies. The texture is quite close. You get the obviously the header for that. 2 agroliners. 3 of these Ursus tractors. I believe you get 3 1600 kilo weights as well. This one obviously has on. This has a 1000 kilo weight. Also the Vaderstat 6 meter, the Rapide A600S, which is better than the obligatory Vitus M. And what the? Does this just fall off into oblivion over here? That is not something you'd want to try and go down in a tractor, or something you'd want to cut a tree into. I may come back to this. This is what I was talking about, where fields occasionally just have random grass patches. I spotted it here first, and I found the other field with it. This looks like the guy made the map and originally wanted to have smaller fields, and apparently slightly irregularly shaped fields, then discovered or thought or something it was a bit too hard, so just decided, well, they'll never notice if I just put random grass patches in the middle of the field that you get at the start, and that one of the starter vehicles is parked beside, so you know you own it. You also get, and I completely bypassed it here, I think, that's another 1000 kilo weight, so that's 2 1000 kilo weight. You also get the Pottinger Euroboss, yes, the Euroboss 3307 forage wagon. That was the wrong thing. I'll just bring you in here with this. Nice use of science. Can these be knocked over? No, they are solid. In here you get the slightly bigger agroliner that I have not yet used. I haven't seen a cultivator or a plough yet. I wonder, are they included in the starter? Because I went through these earlier and I looked and it's completely blanked my mind now. Oh, what's over here? There is the obligatory Cockerling and the Amazon ZAM 1801 fertilizer pellet sprayer, as well as, am I seeing this right? Yes, I am. This is a corn amazing sugar beet harvester. That's a bit of an unusual starter vehicle, I must say. In fact, I haven't seen this being used and I don't know how it unfolds, so I'm going to unfold this now just so I can see. This is me learning live in a map spotlight for once. So, unfold, and what happens? Oh, they come out! Oh, that's nice! That's a nice detail. That is really nice, and then the wheels come down as well. And what happens if I put out the... I don't quite get why these are on stalky arms, the ridge markers, but okay, I can deal with that. That's quite nice, and it lifts up and folds back up then afterwards. That is... Well done, Giants, you've done well with that cedar. Does the map maker seriously expect you to use a 3-meter plough on any of these fields? There must be, or a 3-meter cultivator, there must be a bigger cultivator somewhere that I'm just not seeing. Nope. Nope, that's it. That's all you get. So, I mentioned earlier, and there's not really a whole lot else to go through on this map. It's very plain, very monolithic for a map, I must say. It's slightly disappointing. I was expecting it to be a bit cooler and a bit less, well, flat. Especially with the, I think it was 200 megabyte file size. Here's where you get your fertilizer, seed pellets are here, fuel is here, and there's a water trigger here. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot else to tell you about. I mean, they've just essentially just taken models from Bjornholm primarily. Plop them in the map in random places. Some of them make sense, some of them not so much. And yeah, that's your lot. So I mentioned earlier I was going to try something fun with over here. There we go. So let's try it. Let's see. These are 2015 trees, yes? Yes. What happens if I cut one of these trees right on the edge? Like that. Will it plonk its way down the cliff? This should. It's decided not to move. How quaint. Okay, let's do this a slightly different way and see if that works. It's definitely taking a chunk out. Let's get another bit. I've now taken the entire bottom off it, and it is a floating tree. That is, well done, Giants. Brilliantly realistic there. Okay, let's cut up here and see what happens. Presumably both bits will decide to plop off and do something. Nope, nothing. Giants, please. Just planning on falling at all. It's kind of falling, so now I'll just do a second cut there-ish. If the game will let me. There-ish. Try and get a bit of a notch going. And yes, here we go. It does just plonk right down. Oh, it lands upside down at the bottom. And yeah, these trees are all floating, kind of. If I can into the right angle, yeah. See, that one's just partially floating off the edge. This one is down low enough so it's not floating. These are all intentionally placed on a flat plane so they wouldn't clip through the edge. Apologies, I had to sneeze. You probably heard that because, well, my microphone picks up damn near everything, but I did go like halfway across the room to sneeze. My room's small, I can literally lean across and be halfway across the room. So, this has been your... I can't say much more about the map. It's a relatively clean log. Be careful, the animal husbandry may not work. These cliffs are silly and probably shouldn't be there. I don't see the point. I would have liked to see one or two fields that weren't just completely flat. I think it's a good map if you're going to be starting. It's good as a starter map. I mean, he's got all the sell points in, he's got all the things in. It's good to, it'll be a good map to edit and make the fields smaller, make more fields and things like that, but I don't think it's a good map to just be playing around on. I may play around on it for a while just because all the fields are square and hired workers should work. Unlike on some other maps that I've gone through. If I find something while playing, I will just put it in the description afterwards, so if you're a bit apprehensive about a map, or if you want to, you know, I will place some of these maps off screen. So yeah, just check back on the descriptions if you're coming back to think about a map and it's a couple of months down the line or something. So this has been your Farming Simulator 15 map spotlight for the region of Texas. My headphones have fallen off, so I can't hear a thing right now, other than my own voice, which is kind of eerie. Yeah, the map link, as always, is in the description below. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe if you want some more. If you don't want to subscribe, well, at least turn ad block off or something, I don't know. Give me a like if you don't want to subscribe and you did like the video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching once again, and goodbye! I still think these cliffs are silly. I'm sorry. If you made this map, these cliffs are silly. Get rid of them. Make a hill, make a hilly field, just not flat fields.